what's going on there, Ryan?
Hey, not too much, Bruce. How are you?
Good. Man, you do look like your brother, Ryan. Exactly.
You know, I really don't understand that. Why would you say that?
You're getting that attitude too, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
well, why? You're left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
Well, anyway. So, I know Mandalorian's been over for a little while, but let's go over it. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think?
I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Like, almost every minute of it. I can't even think of a bad thing about the show.
Yeah, I love just about everything in it. I'm having a problem thinking that Boba Fett might be back.
I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me for that to be Boba Fett. I mean, he clearly was killed in the scene in Jedi.
And Lucas says he's dead.
Right.
That's what he did say.
Right.
And I don't know. There's an IMDb page that says that there's an actor that I don't recall the actor right now.
From Clones.
If that's the case, he's back, and I don't know.
I mean, it would be interesting. They'd have to really, really figure out the storyline of how he got himself back out of the pit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you ever watch Parks and Recreation?
Oh yeah.
There's that great scene in
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
During the courtroom case where he basically uses the story of Boba Fett climbing out of the pit.
Yeah. No, that's a really funny thing, and that comedian, and that's another thing that I can't remember right now. Who the comedian is right now, but that's a funny video. Check it out on YouTube. There's a whole animated thing of that, which is hysterical, and that whole park recreation bit is just funny in itself.
Oh, it is, yeah.
And maybe they'll use that. Who knows?
Sure, yeah. Maybe he's the writer of that backstory.
Yeah, so he's coming in, but I guess I should backtrack a little bit and just talk about the season. I think my favorite episode was the Gunslinger.
Right, and that's the one where he potentially reappears, right?
Yes.
Yeah, at the very end of that episode, you just see the boots and the spurs.
And a little bit of a clank from the spurs.
Yeah, some fancy cape.
Yeah. But I love seeing, there's a lot of little Easter eggs from A New Hope in it.
Right.
And I believe Mark Hamill is the voice of the bartender.
Oh, is he?
In that episode.
That I didn't know that one.
And, so there's a lot of little things in there that's really cool. And I think Dave Filoni, he helped write that episode. And I thought he brought in like a whole bunch of stuff into that episode that really made that character even more. You wanted to know more about him.
Right.
And what's going on in the world that this show is.
Yeah, and I was thinking a lot about, even from the first episode, they're trying to tell us, like, the state of, like, the Star Wars universe in this time period, which we know so little about, between Return of the Jedi and the newer movies. Even just in the very opening scene, basically the new bar room where he picks up his first bounty, and he kills that guy by cutting him in half with the door, which was a brilliant opening.
You on YouTube land, if you have any thoughts on what your favorite episode was, or your least favorite episode, or if you think it's a good idea to bring Boba Fett back, leave that in the comments. And also like and subscribe. So, Ryan, did you have an episode that you thought was the weakest episode?
I don't know if I would have one I could say is the weakest episode, but the one that I recall the least of was sort of the Prison Break episode.
Okay. Yeah.
A heist. I love heist episodes of any show, basically, but that one just really doesn't stand out in importance for the show for me.
Yeah, it's a nice little standalone episode. That's kind of cool because I do miss where television shows you have to follow every week because you get lost, and that one's just a nice little standalone fun little episode with a lot of stuff that reminds you of Alien.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like the best part, the thing that saves that whole episode is the ending with, I think, all the 3 of the directors from the show.
Yep, that's definitely a tracking beacon. Looks like they're launching a gunship.
Copy. Going in.
Fly in on X-Wings.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and that was a neat little.
Yeah, that was neat.
And they didn't make it too obvious, except I remember sitting there going, this is supposed to be important for some reason.
Yeah. And Bill Burr is really good in it. Bill Burr plays a really, like, he's an asshole.
He is, yeah.
And he plays
probably
a really
in
good
real
asshole.
life too.
Maybe. I don't know.
I've seen his stand up and
Yeah, but I like him. I mean, he's great in Breaking Bad. And
he is really great in Breaking Bad. And actually, speaking of Breaking Bad, Gus Fring
yes.
being once again the ultimate bad guy.
Yeah.
He's just so perfect for that role.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen with his character, and I'm also hoping to see what happens with the character of, you know, at the end of a Gunslinger episode where Ming, I'm bad at names, people in YouTube land, so just remember that. When she gets shot, is she dead? Dead? I mean, you know, because
I think she's probably not, because why else would they have that scene? I mean, it's sort of like a classic cinema trope.
Yeah.
You think that she's dead, and then, you know, almost like a Deus Ex Machina, like something else comes in and rescues her, and I think that looked like that's what that was.
And it very well can be, and I want to see a backstory on her, because they say in the episode that she kills a lot of the Hutts, but you know, I still,
which, as we know,
as just a story problem,
takes a lot of effort.
As a story problem,
Single chain.
As a story problem, don't you think that, you know, because Mandalorian goes back to her, and he just leaves her there? I mean, there's got to be another story there, because not only that, he could have taken her body and made money off of her.
She was way too good of a character. I mean, we don't know enough about her for them to just leave it.
Well, we got to get an explanation, in my opinion, on why he left her there. And
I think he knew that if he didn't, she was gonna.
Well, he had to know she was alive then. Or something.
Maybe.
Well, hopefully next season we'll get something that says something about what happened.
Right.
You know, they leave it kind of vague, and I do like her character, and I do want to see more of it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think that's going to do it for right now, this episode.
Hey.
And, you know, like and subscribe. And
leave comments.
Did you hear anything?
I mean, I thought I heard like a banging, rustling from down the hall.
No, that's nothing. That's a dog.
I was gonna say, I know your cat doesn't come down here.
No, yeah. So that's nothing. Ignore that. We'll see you next time. Thanks, and again, thanks for watching, and I hope that you subscribe and like and leave a comment, whatever. Thanks.